also want to say that when Dawn asks, you never say no. So I want to thank you for asking me, because I would never say no to you. So we go to the first slide. So although I'm going to focus this on the US-based epidemic, I think context is important. And so if you look at that slide, you can see that obviously we know that in sub-Saharan Africa, women are more than 50% of the epidemic. But the reason why I showed you this slide is to really point out the third line down, where you look at Caribbean women who are rapidly approaching the 50% mark. It's 50% of the epidemic in the Caribbean. And I think this is a really important group that's not paid attention to. And why I mention that here when we talk about the US-based epidemic is, anybody has heard of the term air bridge other than Umberto, who I think coined it. When you work in places like New York or Washington, work along the eastern seaboard, work in the south, there are women that you're managing, taking care of, who float back and forth between the Caribbean and the United States. I had patients where I would spend the afternoon hunting down her clinician in St. Croix to be able to talk to her about what I was doing with her drugs, with her management, because she spent her life back and forth between both places. So I think it's important that we pay attention to this group when we talk about the US-based women's epidemic.